You ever feel like the past has a way of catching up to you? Some cases get solved, some remain unsolved, and then there are cases like this. Cases that refuse to stay buried. I'm Detective Drayk, and tonight we're digging into a mystery that has haunted this town for decades. A case where the clues don't just lead to a killer, they lead to the past itself. Stick with me, because what we're about to uncover will leave you questioning everything. It started with a letter. No return address, no fingerprints, just my name written in ink that had started to fade. Inside a single sentence, find the missing piece. Attached was an old newspaper clipping, an unsolved murder from 30 years ago. The victim, a woman named Evelyn Carter, last seen leaving her art studio. Her body was never found, only her signature necklace, shattered like someone had stepped on it deliberately. The case went cold, forgotten, until now. So tell me, who sends a detective a riddle about a case long closed? A guilty conscience, a warning, or maybe an invitation? I followed the only lead I had. Evelyn's old studio, abandoned for years, was still standing at the edge of town. The door creaked open, revealing dust-covered canvases and an eerie silence. And then, movement. A shadow in the corner. My hand went to my gun. "Come out," I said. Silence. Then, a soft click. A hidden door swung open on the far wall. "All right, I need your eyes here. What do we think? A trap? A lead? Because let's be honest, nothing good ever comes from hidden doors in abandoned buildings." I stepped inside. A dimly lit passage stretched ahead, walls lined with paintings, Evelyn's paintings. But something was off. Each one had a piece missing, like someone had cut sections out of the canvas. And then I saw it. Her last unfinished work, a self-portrait. But the face had been torn away. A whisper echoed through the passage. "You're too late, detective." I spun around, but no one was there. The whisper hadn't come from behind me. It had come from the walls. Speakers. Someone was watching. All right, we're officially in a horror movie now. Who's placing bets? Is this the killer, or just someone messing with me? Then I saw it. In the corner of the room, an old clock, its hands frozen at 10:17. The exact time Evelyn disappeared. I reached out, and the second I touched it, the wall behind it slid open, revealing a staircase leading down. Okay, vote time. Do I go down, or call for backup? Yeah, you know I'm going down. The basement was colder than it should have been. Dim light flickered from an old projector, playing a reel of film that looked decades old. And there, on the screen, was Evelyn. She was alive, painting, laughing, until a shadow crossed the frame. A man. Tall, broad shoulders, and then static. I searched the room, my flashlight catching something glinting in the dust. A locket. I picked it up and clicked it open. Inside, a tiny photo. Evelyn, and a man I recognized instantly. Leonard Vale, the city's beloved philanthropist. A man who conveniently had been out of town the night Evelyn disappeared. A man whose alibi had never been questioned because, well, rich people don't get questioned, do they? Then, a sound. Footsteps above me. Slow, deliberate. Someone knew I was here. "Detective Drayk," a voice called. Calm, too calm. "You should have left this alone." I had about 3 seconds to react before the lights went out completely. A gust of wind rushed through the room. Someone had opened the basement door. Heavy boots on the steps. And then, nothing. Silence. I flicked my flashlight back on, but whoever had been there was gone. The only thing left was a single, fresh painting on the wall. A painting of me, standing in this exact room. Yeah, that's when I knew this wasn't just a case anymore. This was personal. So, you see how much this case was unclear and not simple at all. A decades-old murder, a missing woman, a hidden message buried in time. But the real question is, who sent me that letter? Because someone wanted me here. Someone wanted me to find this, and I have a feeling this is just the beginning.